The CDC eviction moratorium has been extended to offer protection for tenants through the end of June, but this is causing many landlords to struggle.
Yeah, and for that reason, a civil rights organization is filing lawsuits against the CDC measure. Our Shelby Brown has the details.
An organization that pushes for civil liberties is now pushing back against the federal CDC eviction moratorium. The new Civil Liberties Alliance is at the forefront of a class action lawsuit representing landlords across the country who say they're struggling to stay afloat while tenants aren't paying rent. Getting rid of the CDC eviction moratorium is what John Vecchione has been working on for months. He's leading the effort for NCLA, and in mid-March, he filed that class action lawsuit. Last September, the CDC issued an order stopping evictions nationwide, though some states had implemented their own. The CDC measure is now extended until June 30th. CDC officials say the temporary measure is to prevent further spread of COVID-19 and does not relieve a tenant of any obligation to pay rent or comply with obligations of their lease. Vecchione says it's not a question of the CDC moratorium being good policy. His agency contends the CDC doesn't have the power to do that. So far, courts in Texas, Tennessee, and Ohio have agreed with NCLA. A court in Georgia, however, supported the CDC's measure, and now that's on appeal. He says in Virginia, landlords are finding help in the state's rent relief program. Central Virginia Legal Aid Society attorney Janae Craddock says landlords and tenants can still get help that way.
The rent relief program is able to cover rent for up to 15 months. So it's definitely something that both landlords and tenants should take advantage of, because like I said, it's not a loan. It is money in place to keep people housed during this unprecedented times that we're living in.
A lot of my clients who aren't in Virginia, I have one who is, and he's doing that, but most of the states just leave it to the tenants, and once the tenants aren't getting evicted and aren't paying rent, there's sort of a moral hazard there whereby you kind of see what people are made of. Some people do everything possible to get the landlord paid, and some people don't do anything. And then the landlord still has to provide heat and water and keep the property up and pay the taxes, but they're not getting rent.
Landlords can access the Virginia Rent Relief Program through Virginia Housing at vhda.com. Working for you, Shelby Brown, CBS 6 News.